Everyone is excited?
Yes.
Tim, how do you say excited in Portuguese? Animados. Animados. Animation. Okay, so this evening we have such a powerful consciousness for you guys that can not just can serve you this week, actually for your entire life. As I look at this story of this weekly energy, for me it's like the most inspiring week of the entire year. You know, here in the Kabbalah Center, we're going through the Torah readings, the Torah stories, the biblical stories. But we never look at them as from a religious point of view. We look at them as technologies to describe to us how someone is supposed to live his life. We don't care what happened. We don't look at it as a history or as a story. We know that it's pretty much a metaphor, a code for us to decode life and to live life to its most potential. Yeah? So, if we be able to internalize today's lesson in our life and act upon it as many times as possible, all our life is promised to be changed. Are you excited now? Even more?
Yes.
Of course. It's like the most powerful gift of the year. And just to give credit to our teachers, the Rav and Karen, the Rav actually was the one to discover how powerful this portion is, this time of the year is. And he emphasized it, and he realized that within it there is the power of healing. You know, who wouldn't want to heal himself, you know? There is a guy called David Sinclair, I don't know if you know about him, he's a scientist, and he said, let's say even aging is a disease, we can fix that too. And this is the verge of what we're going through right now in terms of technology, in terms of medicine, in terms of neurotechnology. All what we're talking about these days is really not to accept life as they are. Yeah, that's the whole point. And this is really the biggest message of this week. So we're going to start with a small workshop. I'm going to ask you something that probably you didn't be expected to be asked today. But what are the changes that you would like to see in the world today? In the world. And I want you to share that with a partner near you. Think about it. Think about the world as is. What's happening right now in the world? There are wars, there are sickness, there is poverty, there are corruption, there are people that looking to steal, people that looking to do bad. What is it that you see that need to be fixed in our world today? Share it with a partner. Okay. All right. So, any examples? Some examples that are relative to our reality. I would love to hear some examples. We live in Brazil, yeah, so maybe it's more practical to talk about here. Yes, some examples. What are the changes we're looking for?
So many. Brazil, so many.
Yes. Education. Okay, what's the problem? Yes. Okay, nice. What's the problem with education? Doesn't work, huh? Yes, it's true.
Desigualdade social.
Translation? Okay, great. What else?
More love.
More love? Okay. More unconditional love. Okay. All the wars. Yes. I just came back from one. I was in Israel. I got stuck there. I landed and they closed the airport, so you cannot go anywhere. But it was magical. Yes. What else? So we know there are many, many things. There is poverty, there is crime, there is corruption. It's all over. Why? The question is that many of the Kabbalists raise is the why. Why the world need to be this way? Yeah, and the question is how much we are frustrated with what's happening in the world. To what extent we are really frustrated. We're not accepting that this is the reality that need to be in this world. Because some of us, we're just going away trying to take care of our own tiny lives. And we forget, we don't want to deal with that. Of course we care about the world. But we accept it, we surrender to it. Do you agree? Raise your hand. Do we surrender to the situation in the world? Raise your hand. Are we surrendered to that? Yes. Yes, because we don't think we can really make an impact. We don't think that we can really make a change. We're just a tiny screw in this rotten machine. But in reality, this is not the reason why creation took place to begin with. So let's move to the next slide. It's going to explain a little bit more. So the Midrash says, it's one of the text of the Kabbalist. It's explained about creation. What's happened with creation? So we know that the creation is all about the thought of the Creator. The Creator came with an idea, a thought, and everything started to happen. Yeah? So the beginning thought of the Creator was that we're going to create the world with the attribute of judgment. Okay? Now it's interesting, what does it really mean, judgment? It's pretty much the reality that we see all around us. It's cause and effect. Yeah? Judgment, it means that every person that does something, there is a consequences for what he's doing. Yeah? That's the word of judgment. Sometimes we don't even see it, because we see many of the bad people per se are more successful, more happy, versus the good people are in suffering. That's what we see. But in the long term, according to the word of judgment, it says the moment you plan something, you're doing an action, there is a ripple effect that's going to happen because of it. And that's the word of judgment. Yeah? But something happened. And it appeared to be that the Creator saw that if we create this world only with judgment, it means that the moment you do something, immediately something happens to you. You said, there are imagine say you steal, immediately your finger fell down. You're never gonna steal anymore, I promise you. If that's the way the world will act, you will never do that. Because it's like immediate, cause and effect, boom. Now we're getting more to this stage of creation where there is what we call less time between cause and effect. Less time. It means that everything runs much faster paced. But the Creator saw something. He saw that the world cannot be exist this way. You see, it's marked there. Ele veo que o mundo não poderia perdoar como esse. No, it's impossible. It's impossible to the world. And then the Creator injected what we call the attribute of mercy. And parted it with what we call the attribute of judgment. Very interesting. Probably it doesn't sink in yet. What does it really mean? But it means really that the world as we see it right now with our naked eyes, without any effort, the default reality is the world of judgment. And we see that. What we see so much judgment in the world. And that's the reason we see all the bad that we see that happens. It means that it had to happen because of a chain of reactions that goes back thousands of years. Because there is no loss of energy. It means that any energy that we created out there must come and chase us afterwards. That's how it works. And that's the reason we see all the pain and suffering in the world. But I can choose voluntarily to connect, as the Creator gave the option to connect to a different reality, and that's the reality of mercy. By default, we all belong to this reality. We understand that every time we're doing something negative, we should expect something negative back in our life. But that's kind of a reality. It's a loop that we don't want to stay in that loop. We know that we are not perfect. Therefore, we don't want to stay in that loop that every time we're going to make a mistake, we're going to suffer for it all the time. So that's the reason we've been giving those two options in this world, that we can live also in the world of mercy. Now, it's very interesting, because in the world of judgment, in that reality is actually a reality of total limitations. There is so many limitations. We just entered to a period called the days of narrowness. It's a 3 weeks period. That usually there is a very strong connection between what we're learning now about this week of healing to that reality. The reality of narrowness. It's called that it's 3 weeks that consider to be with a lot of judgment. This means that we need to be very careful for the next 3 weeks, the way we behave, the way we think, the way our emotional state. We need to be very careful, extra careful. And if we do the job right on those 3 weeks, actually there is a magical miracles that can happen during those weeks. Exactly the opposite. You understand? So either you fall to the reality of judgment on those weeks and things can go very sour, or it can be a magical period for you. And we explain why. The word of mercy is the word of limitless possibilities. Limitless possibilities. It means that I'm receiving much more in my life to what I deserve. Do you want to live in this reality? Of course. Everyone wants, but we don't know how to activate this reality. It's not that simple. But the hero of the story of this week, Pinchas, he knew how to live in that reality. And he gained unlimited abundance. He gained to be the fourth immortal person, it says. Can you ask for something more than immortality? It's the top, isn't it? To be immortal. Yeah. Not immortal suffering, but when you know that you're immortal, say, okay, I have so many more options. And everything is, I know that I will stay forever. That's the gift that he got for the action that he did. But because he didn't accept the reality as is, there was the story, the actual story that there was a problem in the camp. There were like two leaders that were doing something which is very, very wrong, sexually, that actually caused a pandemic. It's caused 24,000 people to die. Can you imagine? Yeah? Only because their act and the negativity that it was related to killed 24,000 people in the camp. And he saw that, he identified. And he didn't accept this reality, and he said that you have to do something. Now, it's a metaphor, you need to remember, but it says that what he did, he awakened such a love to the Creator that he couldn't accept this action that they did. And he decided to kill both of them. Even though he was a priest, he was a very spiritual person, it wasn't allowed for him to do something like that. But he said in that moment, I don't care about my position, I don't care about me. What I care is that I want to stop the plague. I want to stop people dying because I care about the world, I care about the community. And he was willing to lose everything. But the magic is that, not that he didn't lose anything, he actually gained everything. And this is the biggest lesson of life. That if I would dare to come to that type of consciousness that I'm willing to do, to sacrifice of what I have for the sake of humanity, for the sake of the community, for the sake of another person, something magical can happen. But at times, the opponent consciousness tells us, I cannot do anything, I don't have the power, I need to take care of myself. Maybe it's not the right thing to do. Maybe I shouldn't do that because it won't be accepted by others. What others will think about us. All those mumbo-jumbo things, thoughts that comes to us and stop us to become who we're supposed to become. Yeah? So when we talk about narrowness, the narrow mind. So when you look at a person that is kind of narrow-minded, that you cannot come to him with kind of a revolutionary idea. You cannot tell him, let's change the world or things like that. He's a very narrow-minded. And we are, at times, very narrow-minded. We are sticking to our experience, to all those things that got us to be very limited. So we are the one that must to break out of that. But in order for us to break out of that, we have to connect to what we call radical consciousness. Radicalism in general is not good, isn't it? But radical positivity, it's very good. Yeah? Radical optimism, it's very good. Radical willing to go against the stream in order to bring goodness to the world, in order to bring, as we call, mercy to the world, kindness to the world. It's very much in need. And this is really the true lesson of today. If we be able to come to a place that creation is so important to us, and we understand that the reason of creation, the Kabbalists explain, the reason of creation was le'ativ le'nivrav, to bestow good to the createes, That's the reason of creation. But it's not what's really happening. But it's not happening because of the Creator. It's happening because we kind of lost track of what we're supposed to ask, what we're supposed to pray for, what we're supposed to do to create this goodness. You understand? We fall into the default mechanism of judgment, of limitation. So, Pinchas, besides doing this act, so first he was totally frustrated. He said, how could it be that 24,000 of my community members are lost? He didn't accept that. So this is the first step in order to bring a magical change to someone else. Frustration. Frustration, I don't accept the reality as is. I have to come and I need to feel it within me. I don't accept it. I don't accept that there is poverty. I don't accept that there is sickness. I don't accept that there is addiction in the world. I don't accept that there is so much toxins that we need to observe from everything that we buy in this world. Yeah, I don't accept that. I don't accept that people are motivated just by money making. I don't accept that there is corruption. I don't. And this is the first step. And the second step is to awaken mercy. It's to awaken kindness. This means that you cannot fight darkness with darkness. Yeah, we see so many wars that you try to, just retaliate against the war. And you fight darkness with darkness, bloodshed with bloodshed, and it's an endless process. We see it in the world, it's never ends. The only way really to change the reality is to inject kindness, to inject love, what we call. To inject love. First is to understanding that the Creator is only love. And if I'm able to tap into that vibration that the Creator is only love, because on one hand I see what's happening in the world, say, how the Creator is only love. Yeah, but it's not because of the Creator, it's because of what we're doing. It's our fault, it's not the Creator's fault. The Creator gave us all the playground just for it to be perfect, yes.
But does he, if he allows people to do the things, isn't his plan also?
The idea is that if we're coming back to the basics of Kabbalah, that we asked actually for the creation to take place in that format, the format of free will. So we wanted to choose life, but most of us forgot that we really have a choice.
But we are choosing. But if we have this, if I can choose, it's because there is the two realities, and the two realities aren't created by God.
So
if I can choose if it's black or white, it's because God created black and white for me.
But it's only because of my request.
Okay.
Because the Creator was very satisfied without the physical reality.
Okay.
Because you were in the form of a vessel, the Creator was in the form of light. He gave to us endlessly, and then we said, no, we don't want to receive for free. We want a free choice to receive. So I said, okay, I love you so much, my babies. I will create for you an environment when you can choose yourself. You can earn yourself. You understand?
Okay.
That's the story of creation. You forgot from Kabbalah 1. So it says that, okay, we all talk about the power of prayer. What is real prayer? Yeah, what is real prayer? It's actually negotiating with the Creator and saying, listen, I want more. I'm sick, I want to be cured. I'm poor, I want to be rich. I'm not successful, I want to be successful. There is some kind of negotiation. It means that I want more from what we deserve. Because we know, according to the word of judgment, you get what you deserve. Yeah? Cause and effect. That's the word of judgment. Yeah? You can complain all day long, but we all got what we deserve. I hope we got to that conclusion already in Kabbalah. So, in reality, when I pray, I actually want to receive much more than what I'm deserved yet. But prayer, it's allowed. It's a working system, by the way, if you do it right. If you do it with the right understanding. It's actually an act in the system. It means that you can act the system. Say, no, even though I made so many mistakes, even though I did this and that, I actually can get more. And it's beautiful. And that's the reason why we should pray. We should pray because we want to connect to this word of mercy. But we understand that we don't deserve it. Many people, at times, they come in with demands. I deserve. It couldn't be. It's not right. It's not justice that I don't get this and that. That's the wrong way to really pray. But if I'm praying for myself, okay, I know maybe I'm not deserved, but I know that the Creator created this world in a place, in additional way of mercy. And that's the realm I want to connect. And I'm willing to act in the same way as you acting with mercy with everyone in this world. I'm going to start acting with mercy and kindness in this world. And I'm going to care about humanity as you care about humanity. Because even though humanity experienced the reality that they experienced, it's still in the realm of mercy. It could be so much worse. Can you imagine if COVID went a little bit stronger? If all the natural disaster went a little bit stronger? If all the nuclear Cold War went a little bit hotter? It can all be gone in seconds, isn't it? Because there is still a lot of mercy in the world, giving us time. Time is mercy. The Creator give us more time and more time and more time, only so we can get it eventually. But in order for us to tap to this reality, I need to start acting in that reality. And that's what Pinchas did. So, okay. So when we talk about peace, paz, okay, it's related to these 3 weeks. It's related to the portion. It says that peace is coming also from the word complete. Complete. But it's interesting because in the scroll of the Torah, it's the only word that is kind of have a fault in it. And you see, they say that it's not allowed in the scroll of the Torah that letters can be broken. If one of the letters is going to be broken, you cannot use this scroll, okay? But it's interesting. Only in this portion, there is a word, as you see, the letter Vav, the third letter from the right to left, that is broken. And that's how it's supposed to be. Okay? To show us really that in order to bring peace, it's something that is within our creation. It's something that we are experiencing a reality that is incomplete, and only within us we can complete it. And the Creator had a relationship with Pinchas after he saw what he did. He said, you were so much in zeal, so much in audacity, spiritual audacity. You were willing to sacrifice yourself, that you created such a covenant within me, that in that time you created complete peace. And that was brought in That's what brought healing to the world. Okay? So, I don't know how much background you know about this portion, but this portion, it's related to healing. Okay? Tremendous power of healing that our teacher, the Rav, revealed that exists within this portion. We actually at times took tons of water and we leave them in this room while we are meditating, and the energy of healing we're entering to the water. It's proven scientifically, yeah, that energy can charge the water, and people were drinking those water on this time and they got healed for many different things. We need to bring it back, even maybe we'll try. I don't know if we're going to do it this year. But there is tremendous energy of healing, but healing is just a consequences of all the things that we just talked about. Healing is not something that just comes because I want to be better. Healing comes, and this is the description. One of the names of healing that comes from the 72 names of God, it's called meio, the one in green, as you see. And it's in numerology, we know that for every letter there is a numerical weight, number to it. So that's how you can weigh every word, and you can understand its energetic value. So, as you see, meio equals to 40 plus 5 plus 300, which is equal to 345. Now, something is interesting, that another word is equal exactly to the same, plus 1 plus the entire word, which is, Alessandra forgot to translate this word, it's called desejo. Desejo? Yes, desire. So, the word desire has exactly the same numerological weight, interestingly, yeah? So, what is truly healing? When you get sick with something, you need to come to the place that you don't accept that. You don't accept it. You're not surrendering to it. Any type, or it could be a flu, it could be cancer, it doesn't matter. And it's proven. You don't accept it, and you say, I don't accept it, and you awaken a very strong desire. That's how the healing process starts to take place. This is something the doctors don't know. They think only medically they can do something, treatments, this, that, but it's not about that. There is a stage that starts before the doctors. Before you find anyone to treat you, or maybe you have the power to treat yourself. Through vibration, through meditation, there are many different kinds of things that's possible to do. But for that, you shouldn't accept the reality as is and say to yourself, I don't want it. And I will find a way to get rid of it. Exactly how Pinchas stopped the plague, because he couldn't accept it, because he was frustrated, because he connected to the love of the Creator, because he injected tons of mercy. Then he was able to stop. Then the moment he stand up and prayed, the Creator had to stop it, we call to break the chain of cause and effect. Within this world, there is a program that can act the program. We need to realize it. We just read about it. Remember? The world of judgment, in addition, we receive the attribute of mercy. So we can act the system. This is what we're doing here in Kabbalah Center. We're hacking the world of cause and effect. But in order to do that, we have to awaken a true desire that it is possible. Any questions?
Tem que perguntar em português que eu traduzo.
Yes, I understand Portuguese.
Eu também entendo. Então.
Sometimes.
Eu entendo português.
Not everything. I need to awaken the desire that I understand Portuguese. Questions?
No question.
Oh, I have a question.
Please.
Yeah. So, if we should be frustrated and not accepting the reality, and isn't this going to create a kind of anger or rage or kind of revolta? No, frustration is
It's true.
Yeah.
I understand you.
Yeah, and
It's a good question.
Yes, because this is
Bitterness.
Yes.
Bitterness.
Like a very strong, harsh energy.
True.
So how we can find a way of be frustrated in a proactive way, as I understood. Is this the message?
Yeah.
Because
You
sometimes-
guys are taking classes already?
Yes.
You are which stage?
Well, I did Kabbalah 2 and finishing 3 and
Okay.
listen to
Great.
different teachers and
Great.
well, so
So I give you an example.
yeah.
Fire, it's an energy. Yeah? It's an energy that someone can awake. Yeah? Now, fire, it could be ended up as anger.
Yes.
But if I channel the fire right, it will become passion. You understand? It's the same fire that can be channeled in different ways. And that's the way I want you to treat what we just said. So the frustration need to awaken a strong desire for change instead of bitterness. Because, someone can just say, the world is so bad, and, blame everyone, and be bitter, and this. Or someone said, no, I can do something that changes the world. Even a little, but I will do it. I will create an app. I will create a movement. I will give a class. I will go person by person and let it change. There are two ways to channel this energy. That's the answer.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Beautiful question. Very good. Yes. Mais perguntas?
O que a gente pode fazer para despertar o desejo, que é mais difícil?
What you can do to awaken this desire?
Sure. I think it's to feel the pain. To feel the pain of, on one end, of what's happening in the world. And also to relate, Michael Berg explained, that to relate to the pain that the Creator feels, that He can give you limitless options, abundance, fulfillment, and we just take very, very tiny bits of it. So if we learn to connect to it and exercise it, and there are many different ways to awaken desire. It's like, if you don't have desire, you awaken the desire to have a desire. If you don't have a desire to have a desire, you want to awaken a desire to have a desire to have a desire, You have to start somewhere, but just start telling yourself, I need to have more desire. It's in need. There is urgency in the world. Urgency. There is. If in my comfortable life, maybe not. But there is urgency. And if we tap to that urgency, we're going to be so blessed. That's the beauty of the righteous people. They were the most blessed. Why? Because they care about humanity more than they care about their own comfort. Last question?
A gente pode despertar cura sobre a nossa vida. Mas a gente consegue despertar cura sobre a vida de um ente familiar nosso?
Like we can awaken healing about our life. The question is, can we awaken healing for a family member or other person?
Yes. It's a little bit harder
É mais difícil.
because we meant to awaken
Nós somos
desire
para despertar.
in order for us to heal. But this, for example, this sequence,
Essa sequência,
what we learn from that when you meditate on this sequence, for example, of healing, now you know better. I want my family member to awaken the desire to heal. Because if my family member or friend or this only had much more desire to heal, he would find a way to heal.
vai achar que pode se conectar.
Yes? This is the idea.
Então, essa é a ideia.
Então, por exemplo, se eu estou em um hospital com uma pessoa muito doente, eu continuo meditando nessa mesma letra, mas com a intenção de que, não de curar ele, mas de despertar o desejo de cura dele, certo?
If I'm going to the hospital for a sick person, I meditate not to heal the person, but to awaken the desire of the person.
So he wants to heal. Exactly. This is the magic. And you can also tell him, you can scan this, and this will help you to awaken your desire to heal. Also. Okay, beautiful. So now Tamar will come and gonna help us to internalize everything through healing circle meditation. We're gonna create the vibration of healing and awakening desire. Thank you very much, everyone.
In the meantime, you can find a comfortable position to sit, put everything aside. Yes, please. Breathe. It's working. Is it supposed to work? I will use this. Oi. Stop. It's not from us.
Vibration, yes.
Awakening. So I just muted it. Do it again. That's not doing it again.
צריך לעבוד עכשיו.
Okay, it's working. Recording. באמת? טוב, נו. אולי תביאי את זה לפה. Sorry, all the technical things. What I will recommend in the meantime, you can think about the people that you would like to send them that healing energy, awakening of desire. רגע, ספר. Sorry. Okay, one watch. It's working good. So, what we want to do in this meditation is really awake it, connect with that energy of a pure light, and not just to bring it to ourselves as well, to vibrate and set it to the close environment and to the whole world. So, we're starting with relaxing our body, taking 3 deep breaths, breathing in light and positivity, and breathing out all stress and darkness. Take a deep breath of pure love. Breathe out all negativity and darkness. And we slowly gonna relax all the muscles in our body, starting from our head to our forehead and eyes, cheeks, nose, is calm, all is soft. Continue to our neck, shoulders, hands, fingers. Taking another deep breath to our chest, releasing all the stress from it. Another deep breath to our stomach, taking out all the stuck emotions. Relaxing the muscles of our legs till the feet. And when everything comes, I want you to visualize the number 1 3 times, the number 2 3 times, and the number 3 times. Now if you can visualize roots coming out of your feet, big strong roots growing in the ground under your legs. And slowly you're bringing your awareness from your feet, from the roots, up to your legs, to your stomach, chest, and neck, to your top of your head. And from there, we starting to climbing up. Only with our consciousness, leaving our body in its place. We're climbing up in the heavens. We're passing 1, passing 2. Passing 3rd, the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And now, if you know the shape of the tetragrammaton, the Yochai, you can visualize it. If not, just visual huge ball of light, bright light, warmth, shining in front of you. And you can visualize the letters Yochai, in a bright shining light. And that light has been sending directly to you. It's a pure love coming directly from the Creator. And it's coming down through your head. And like a liquid, it's entering to all the cells of your body, to all the organs, to your blood, every corner and every part in your body. Coming down from your head to your face, to your neck, to your back, hands, to your chest, to your stomach, filling all the internal organs with pure light, with pure love, with energy of healing. You can focus on specific areas that you feel you needed more. If it's your heart that has been broken, If it's angers that you feel, you can send it to your liver. If it's the difficult to process things in life, you can send it to your digestion system. If it's the difficult to step forward, you can send that light to your legs. Even more, focus on those areas that you need. And after you feel your body is filled with that pure love, with that pure light, see how waves of this light start to come out of you. And in front of you, you can put a person that did need that energy. Think about that person, what he's dealing with. If it's physically, mentally, spiritually, and send him that light. You can think as many people you would like to, one by one. If you remember the shape of the letters, Mem, Hey, Shin. Visual those letters. Send their energy to those people in need. Continue and think about all those problems in the world, all those dark areas in the world where you live, in your city, in your country, and all over the universe. Think about all humanity, what is humanity is lacking. And we want to send that pure light of love, of healing, from here, from Sao Paulo, to the whole world. And we're going to hear a song now with the words El Na Refanala. It's words that asking, please heal, please awaken that desire of light, of connection. And in that time when we're listening and hearing those words, think about the healing that the world needs, the healing that people need, the healing that you need personally. Awake your heart, feel the pain, And let the desire to awake. Can take a deep breath. We're not accepting this pain, we're not accepting all the chaos that is in this world, if personally, if globally. Together here as a group, we really want to ask and awake a different consciousness in the world. Different consciousness for our life, for others. We want to be the warrior of the light. To awake a stronger desire to be willing to take the action that is needed. And to bring more peace internally and externally. There is so much pain, so much things that shouldn't be the way it is. We have the power at that moment as a group to affect, to awaken light, to create a different reality. We want to awake mercy, to awake the unconditional love in the world.
Some
As a group, we have power to affect and create light. From the pain, we want to affect healing, create beauty, creating something whole and complete. You're asking the light to show us, to guide us, where we need to improve our connection with the light. What are the steps that we should do to overcome that challenge?